Hi friends, today I shall be speaking with Alberto Candinani from Candiani Denim, Italy. Candiani Denim has always been pioneers for various aspects of denim, but it is the recently launched Coreva stretch technology which seems very interesting. And I would like to understand from him how this technology is going to help in improving biodegradability and other sustainability factors of denim products. Hi Alberto,
Hi Sandeep, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
All good. Staying strong, staying positive.
Yeah, that's the need of the hour. So, first of all, congratulations on this wonderful technology that you come out with, and I would like to know a little more. What exactly you are planning to do with this.
Well, it all started back in 2015 when I was just looking for a bio-based solution to elasticize our fabrics. And obviously, I was researching into latex and I didn't really know what I was doing back then, but then I landed on natural rubber and obviously had to study a little bit about it because it is a whole different animal compared to the synthetic elastomers we normally work with. And of course, I had to know more about vulcanization, what type of process it is, and blah, blah, blah. Long story, very technical, very interesting though. And yes, we were looking for a solution to make our stretch yarns bio-based and biodegradable. And that was the way to go. We found a couple of partners we did share the research with in Italy and Southeast Asia. And we came up with this a natural rubber yarn, which fits our cotton and our spinning technology. So we go correspond with it. And the great thing about it, as I said, is that this natural rubber, despite all the other synthetic elastomers, it doesn't interfere with the capability of our fabrics to biodegrade.
And so you think that all the technical parameters in terms of stretchability, recovery, and everything is equal to or better than the spandex?
This is a good question. I would say it's comparable. It depends how elastic you want to go with it. At the beginning, for instance, it was very, very complicated to keep it comfort because this natural rubber has a lot of traction. So, and very good recovery actually. But the problem was to keep it at low elasticities. We found a way to do that too. And I would say in terms of physicals and performance, it could be compared to pretty good elastomers out there. Consider also that in terms of durability and strength, it is very, very solid product. It's kind of funny when people ask me, hold on, it's going to biodegrade, so you're going to sweat and your bacteria are going to make the fabric melt, it's going to fall apart. No, it's correspond, which is also very good because of the hypoallergenic aspect of it. So it's fully covered by the cotton, and the elastomer itself, it's a pretty thick natural rubber yarn, and that thickness guarantees very, very strong recovery, performance, and strength. So all physicals look very, very, very good. And part of the patent is the finishing process as well, because it's not easy it wasn't easy to stabilize those fabrics because the elasticity ratio was really, really high. And yes, we had to come up with a pretty interesting solution to make the finishing possible and to stabilize those fabrics, the fabrics with the Coreva technology. And the fine tuning has been finalized. And look, I couldn't be happier.
Of course, it's a major innovation. I mean, definitely, and it is something which can make a big difference to the industry. And have you tried this? I mean, you must have already tried out all the rigorous washes and acid washes and stone washes and everything on this on the fabrics made from this yarn.
I would say fabrics made with Coreva are very flexible when it comes to laundry processing. We recommend not to abuse bleach, obviously, but that is something I would recommend anyways. but there is no particular technology or ingredient which Coreva can't take. We have two design centers, two tiny laundries, one here in Milan and one here in Los Angeles. And those facilities were very helpful for us to study and analyze every single thing which could actually be done on Coreva. And we didn't really find any type of limitation. As I said, just maybe avoid stone bleach for 3 hours, which is something you should be avoiding anyways. But no, there's no particular limitation.
And I heard you're planning to use it with mainly with the organic cotton. How to go?
Well, yes, and on top of that, we're also playing with a combination of natural indigo and earth colors, for instance, our chromas, mineral colors, because we love the idea to industrially create and produce fully bio-based and biodegradable denim with a stretch core. I think this is going to lead us towards a whole different future, because I mean, what I'm disclosing with you today, it is some type of visionary story, but today it's still very expensive to make those fabrics, especially if you want to go fully bio-based and biodegradable. But I believe that this is scalable. We've proven it already in terms of demonstration. It's done, and I believe in the next 5 to 10 years, this could become a whole new generation of denim. Let's call it a denim 2.0. Again, fully biodegradable, fully bio-based, and stretch.
Actually, I was just coming to that question also, that how much more expensive it is than the normal regular spandex. Yeah.
Well, right now we are I'm talking about linear meter. I would say we are about 40% more expensive than a regular stretch denim. And I would say average price for Candiani at the moment is €5.50 per meter. Here we are talking $7.50.
That's a lot. And in terms of, but of course, it is when you are producing this kind of product, you need to you're investing in the technology, and the technology costs over a period of time go down. So probably that's the initial cost.
Yeah, I mean, you want to make it efficient, and efficiency will come with further developments. And I always say efficiency is the grandma of sustainability, because efficiency makes you work, in a makes you engineer things in a different way so they can be done in a competitive solution. This is not there yet because we still need to scale it up. But as you just said, numbers will eventually come in and will help us to scale it up and make it more efficient and effective. So yes, when I say scalable, I also mean that in the near future, the extra cost factor can be eventually compressed.
And when we are talking about post-consumer recycling of the garments, so does this help in some way out there?
I'm glad you're asking this question because it's something we recently found out. It is actually very easy to remove the natural rubber yarn from the actual cotton yarns. So apparently it makes it easy. And also the PCR you obtain after the dismantling of the garments and the shredding of the fibers, it's easy to get rid of Coreva. So it's easy to create that separation. So eventually you will find no contamination whatsoever into the PCR fiber.
That's wonderful. That's of course going to make a whole lot easier to recycle the garments.
True. And again, this is a field which we are investigating at the moment. It is something which was somehow unexpected. It is mostly related to the thickness of the yarn, which is it's very present. So it's easier to detect it and to strip it out. But yes, it was a good surprise. And as I always say, look, at the end of life cycle, you should be able to do two things. You should be able to aim for the best and the most efficient level of recycling, or you should go for biodegradability and eventually compostability. You want to create regenerative type of goods which can be returned to the environment. You want to go circular for real, and Coreva actually represents a very tangible way to go circular.
Absolutely. And coming to the scale, of course, I believe that you must be definitely starting at not a very huge scale in the beginning, and you gradually scale up. So now, for the moment, this production is concentrated for your own consumption as Candiani, and maybe later on, then you might look to sell it as a product to the industry.
No, I mean, I didn't even think about it, for the simple reason that today we could probably produce roughly 1 million meters with Coreva, and I believe we can go up to 2.5 in 1 year and eventually 5 in 2 years. I'm not here to play that type of game. I'm not trying to diversify. It is true that some people already inquired about licensing for different type of materials outside of denim. So I'll be exploring maybe that those opportunities, but not for the next 2 or 3 years. There's no room for us to go in that direction. And also, I have to be honest, I mean, we're actually sharing very interesting research with some of the elastomer suppliers. We have a great collaboration with Roika, who's our strongest partner when it comes to elastomers. And if you look what they've done with the V550, for instance, which is a great elastomer, it's truly a better elastomer if you look at the sustainable features that comes with it against all the other elastomers. And I believe that is still more competitive, scalable than Coreva itself. So I don't want to compete with those guys. I don't want to compete with my partners. Eventually, we can develop Coreva better with some of those guys in the future, because as I said, it's not my business. It was just my idea. But for now, I'm securing this idea within the Candiani walls, and the next 2-3 years, we'll see.
Yeah, of course, it would be logical to, of course, strengthen your own company first and, be leaders in the market for these kind of products which are not available from any other competitors.
True. It is part of the deal. It is part of the reason why we went for a patent, which took 3 years. And again, you want to protect your IP, but you also want to share sustainable innovation. So maybe what we've done could be inspiration for others, and I wouldn't be mad. Obviously, again, in order to protect our intellectual property, our technology, our ingredient, we decided to go for a patent. But again, in the near future, I'm not excluding opportunities of collaborations with anyone, really. Right now, I'm more focused into the right partnerships with the right brands, those that truly care about sustainability and sustainable features in order to make a change. And so yes, I'm looking much closer to those sorts of partnership, and in the future we'll see.
That's wonderful. I'm sure you've chosen a very wonderful path. I mean, it's a high level of innovation using natural resources and contributing to biodegradability, circularity, sustainability in the industry. So I really want to congratulate you once again for this, Alberto.
Thank you very much, Sandeep. It's a pleasure.
Thank you, and thank you for being with us. And really, thank you for your time coming here and joining me for this talk.
See you soon.
Thank you.